All right, so what this mess is basically all of the wiring disconnected from the engine. The main harness off of the engine is all gone. It's actually just hanging off the other side here, but you've got, all your injectors, coil wires, sensors, stuff like this. Anything that was connected to the harness that would obviously prevent us from pulling the engine out of the engine bay has been disconnected. Fuel lines, cooling hoses. I do have the radiator and cooling fan assembly pulled out, and the actual radiator support is going to come out as well, just to obviously give me some more room. It's going to make it a lot easier to just pull it straight out instead of up and over the radiator support. You can see here, this is the engine harness. And we have the, things like the O2 sensors are disconnected. I actually do have the exhaust flanges unbolted. The bell housing, I've got just a couple bolts on the bottom left to disconnect there. Transmission lines that went to the cooler, power steering lines that went to the cooler. I do have to still pull off the lines for the, I'm actually going to just pull off the whole power steering pump assembly, just because I don't know if I'm going to use it on the LS swap or not. Probably not, but I want it just in case. I don't know if it's going to be easier to just use the pump on the LS motor or to make this one work. I'm guessing I'll just use the LS one, but just in case I want to have it. So what else here? Yeah, basically it's just, we're looking at it to make sure that when we go and pull this thing up and out, we're going to have clearance to get around everything. The only thing that may still be in the way is that steering linkage, steering shaft there. We may bump into that as the exhaust manifold comes out. So if I have to, I may just disconnect that just to be safe. Couple of nuts, and that should come off. So you may be wondering what all the blue tape is for. That is essentially anywhere that was an opening into the engine. So fuel lines, vacuum lines, coolant. I just like to have all that stuff sealed up so we don't get any contaminants into the engine. This engine is actually sold to someone. So I don't want them to get it and to have issues because I left things open. It's just easier. And it just helps them so that they're not having any issues with contaminants in the engine and things like that. Let's see here. Aside from that, we're getting pretty close to, hooking up the chains onto the engine and getting it yanked out of here. So as we approach that time and we've got it pulled out or about to pull it out, I'll fire up the old phone here and make another quick little video. All right, thanks everyone.